Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? I'm not on camera today, but here we are. Just let me get rid of that little thing for a minute. Okay. How you going, MRE? Kai, how you going? Wheezy, how you going? Oh, good to see you guys. Okay, you see this thing, right? This is the thing they want you to believe that you're going to live in, you know, all those little units all stacked together, stack and pack 'em, right? Well, the reality is going to be that. Dystopian apartment block where it's 20,000 residents that never need to go outside because you're not allowed to. And they'll have drones surveilling the area, and you might get blown up by a drone if you do try to skip outside where you're not supposed to. Okay, that is the plan. Okay, let's go up here and see what we've got for you today. Oh, it just updated. There you go. Okay, this thing, this really interests me. This is oxygen for 1 hour underwater, right? And yet this is oxygen for 22 hours. Does that make any sense to anyone? Because that's pretty close to two of them stuck together in the back here. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, Mitch and Kim's page said carriages must have been pulled by Ford. Okay, Mike and Mildred said, blimey. This said, effing hell, how fast was that roller coaster going? Oh, thanks, MRE. Thank you. Yeah, this roller coaster looks like it took off. You know what that is. That's the chemtrail. But anyway, it does look like the roller coaster just kept on going. Oh dear. Okay. We've got Peter Sweden, Nigel Farage's Reform Party, got 4.1 million votes and 4 seats. The DUP got 172,000 votes and 5 seats. How does that work? UK, someone tell me, how does this work? The Liberal Democrats got 3.5 million votes and 71 seats. Okay, well, how come Nigel Farage's Reform Party only got 4 seats? They got 4.1 million votes. They should have, 80, 90? 100? I don't know. So Farage got almost 4 million more votes than the DUP, yet they got less seats. That doesn't make any sense. What is going on there in the UK? None of this makes sense. I mean, ours doesn't make any more sense than yours, right? But seriously, this is insane. Okay, I don't know. It's crazy. Nets Melbourne said Daniel Andrews' wife Catherine is the daughter of lawyer Michael Keswick. Mr. Keswick was sentenced to 3 years jail for stealing from a trust fund. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Daniel and Catherine Andrews are like two peas in a pod. Okay, this is Daniel Andrews, the Victorian Premier, who went berserk during lockdown and really went full Hitler. Meet Mrs. Andrews, this is his wife, right? Crashed into a cyclist. Did he die? Did he die? I don't know. But she didn't call 000. Not for 5 minutes. And this lady has children, right? And she let a young male lay on the street after hitting him with her car. He was riding a bike. And I don't know if he's passed away from that. Ooh. But he does belong behind bars. He really does. Him and probably his missus as well, actually. Especially if she was the one driving, like they said. Malcolm Roberts said outgoing UK PM Rishi Sunak handing keys to incoming Keir Starmer, another blue-red uni-party Tory Labour, both tied to the WEF. One red cheek, one blue cheek of the same UN, WEF, arsehole in Britain, America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. We need patriots. Trump, RFK, Farage, One Nation. And I agree. You kind of need it right now. Ah, dear. Okay. Oz Integrity said this guy is the biggest fraud to hold the Prime Ministership in Australia. He just spent a year trying to divide Australia in half over a single race. And now he's crying about faith. He's scared of losing voters, nothing else. What he is saying, yeah, I don't really want to hear his voice, so I might just, hang on, let me just, the volume's off, okay. I'll read if I can keep up. I don't think and don't want...
I don't think.
Oh, shit, shut up, mate. He doesn't want Australia to go down the road of faith-based political parties, because what that will do is undermine social cohesion. My party has in around the cabinet and ministerial tables people who are Catholic, people who are Uniting Church, people who are Muslim, people who are Jewish. That is the way that we've conducted politics in Australia. And it seems to me as well beyond obvious that it is not in the interest of small minority groups to isolate themselves, which is what a faith-based party system would do. I note as well that many people who are refugees in Australia have fled theocracies, have fled regimes that have been based upon so-called religion, that has resulted in the oppression of people who do not, far out, Brussels sprout, subscribe to what is often extreme forms. Well then, look, they bring it over here. If they're escaping from a theocracy, why are they bringing it over to our country? Leave it at home. And that was the plan, that thing that I showed you in the beginning. Yeah, this is what they want you to believe. Look, this thing here, right? I don't know if you have, of course you probably would, glass cities, right? And they heat up. The glass gets very, very hot, right? Now, I know they say they keep it cool and all that, but seriously, this thing, not only would it be like a mirror with the sun reflecting on one side of it, but that's going to heat up like there's no tomorrow. That is going to be boiling hot. And you're going to have to run more air conditioning or more cooling systems to cool this thing down. Anyway, that's not what it'll look like in the end. This is what it'll look like in the end. Like, is it China? I don't know. Wherever it is, looks disgusting. I don't want to live in that. Okay, Alexandria Marshall. She's a bit upset here, right? Alexandria Marshall. No one's going to coffee shops anymore. Okay, I'm disheartened by all the comments. Buy a coffee machine, stay home, save money. Well, everyone's bloody broke. What are they going to do? You can't buy a coffee for 5 cents or $1. You used to be able to. You can't anymore, though. So, like, if you're broke, you cannot go for a coffee at a coffee shop or go and eat out. You can't do it. Are we really becoming a culture of hermits that live in isolation for the sake of money? We've got no choice. What are we going to do? Look, you need money to go out, right? Because if I go anywhere, I need to jump in my car and go somewhere. If I didn't have a car, I would still need money to get on a bus to go anywhere. Otherwise, I'd be walking a full day just to get anywhere. So, yeah. Anyway, it's so far from the rich culture we used to enjoy. I hate everything about this era, and I understand where she's coming from. I'm sad that, we can't just go out and have coffees and sandwiches and meet people and stuff, but it costs money to even step out your door now. The only thing free that I can do is walk around the block, right? There's not many people on the block. So, I'm not going to meet many people walking around here. Well, then again, there's quite a few people out walking their dogs and things. You never know. Should try it, maybe. Wide Awake Media said they're frightened at this point. People no longer believe in man-made climate change, and I think they're catching on to the fact that it's a gigantic lie. According to German MEP Christine Anderson, EU bureaucrats are panicking as more and more people wake up to the man-made BS lie. Because that's what it is. EU backs down on net zero demands. Australia's still going. What the hell? The EU's backed off and we're still going. Hey, Canada, what are you doing up there? Is yours still pushing the CC, the climate change? Is that still going on up in Canada? Someone from Canada can tell me. Alexandra Marshall said it's an attack on the integrity of our country, our history, and the memory of our ancestors. How dare you? How bloody dare you, you ungrateful little privileged runts comparing our nation of Australia to the garbage going on in the Middle East. The head of security at Parliament House must resign. The head of the AFP, the Australian Federal Police, must resign. Anyone who helped those protesters must be removed from Parliament. What protesters? What happened? We'll let Ellie Melly tell us. Okay, what happened, Ellie?
Now, on the topic of Parliament, yesterday we saw protesters climb on top of the Parliament House and drape a sign supporting the terror group Hamas. These protesters, these traitors, these useful idiots, they all but declared our Parliament to be conquered by Islam. And what did our elected representatives do? Our defenders of democracy.
They encouraged it.
Nothing. They offered sympathy to the protesters. Yeah. How dare they? That building belongs to us,
Australians,
not to them,
yep.
And they have allowed the whole of Australia to be shamed on the international stage. After spending more than $100 million upgrading the security of Parliament House, it appears we threw that money directly in the bonfire.
No,
what did they hang? What did the banners actually read? Well, one sign said, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," predictably. And the other said, "No peace on stolen land, genocide since 1788. How dare you? How bloody dare you, you ungrateful little privileged runts, comparing our nation to the garbage going on in the Middle East? Get out of our country. Go to the Middle East if you like. Your faces should be on every paper in every corner of this country so the whole nation can shame you. The head of security at Parliament House must resign. The head of the Australian Federal Police must resign. There needs to be an investigation, and anyone who helped those protesters must be arrested and removed from Parliament. It is a declaration of hate and insurrection, an attack on the integrity of our country, our history, and the memory of our ancestors that will not be taken lightly. We need to ask questions of the elected members of Parliament who we understand knew these people. As Peter Dutton said in a rare moment of clarity, and I quote, "We need to understand the gravity of the situation because these images will be beamed around the world as they were when we saw those disgraceful, repugnant behaviours on the steps of the Sydney Opera House on October 9. Albanese, this is wholly unacceptable. Throw the book at them all. The Prime Minister said they should face the full force of the law, but I bet we'll never see or hear another thing about this again."
You won't. No, because they encourage it. They like it.
Now, on the topic of
I'm sure they do. I mean,
Parliament,
can you imagine, right, if they did this to the White House and they started hanging all their signs from the White House? Can you imagine it? Dear God. Jeff Kennett said, is this the 5th day in a row in Melbourne where no energy generated from solar? We desperately need gas to fill the gaps when the sun doesn't shine and the sun don't shine and the wind don't blow. Exactly. Well, here where I am, I swear it's been cloudy for well over a week, and I know the people over the back just got solar installed. I hope they're doing well. And they're also charging people who have solar. They're charging them to give electricity back to the grid. So if your house produces electricity, you're being charged, if you're hooked up to the grid, you're being charged to send that electricity back to help other people. Make it make sense. Someone, please. Shit. Batman said Channel 10 in Australia is owned by a huge multinational corp from America, Paramount. But as our government has so much money to throw around, they've donated $32.9 million to Channel 10 to keep operating. Why? Why, if it's owned by Americans, Paramount? They're corrupt too, aren't they? I'm pretty sure they are. Oh, damn it, Mandy asked what happened on the steps of the house in October, the Opera House. There were Palestinian protesters, and they were harassing Australian Israelis, and yeah, it was just ridiculous. They just overrun everything. So yeah, it's pretty insane. They've been protesting here for a while and just creating havoc pretty much. Craig Kelly said Dr. Miley Trin had her licence taken away by government medical fascists because she didn't follow the guidelines of the National Evidence Task Force, an organisation corrupted by Bill Gates' cash. The national COVID evidence should be, in dock facing charges at minimum of negligent manslaughter for ignoring the evidence and recommending against proven life-saving treatments for, how do I say this, these two things here, and making pronouncements on this one here that were inconsistent with their own evidence. Thousands of Australians are dead because of the malfeasance of National Evidence Task Force. How an Australian doctor, Miley Trin, by saving some COVID patients and getting suspended, may save millions more. This lady needs to be reinstated back into our medical system here in Australia. They're all fascists, don't worry. Allegedly, apparently, okay, according to YouTube. Alexandra Marshall, what just dropped? Okay, I'm dropping things. I don't even know what's happening around me. I just got out of bed not long ago. Okay, Alexandra Marshall said you can really feel the cost of living crisis on Sydney's cafe culture. We're back to the cafe culture again. In my new area, they post minimum spends on the door, and if you walk in as a single person, they don't want to serve you anything other than takeaway. It's ended up more lonely than before. Oh no. It's not good. The whole of Australia is just going down the gurgler. It's really bad. Oh, you got to laugh about it, otherwise you'd cry. And anyone, seriously, me complaining about it on the internet, I really should go and become an Australian citizen and run for, I don't know if I can, even if I become an Australian citizen, if I can run for Parliament somewhere. I think you have to be, I don't know if you have, well, that other lady came from, where does she come from? Palestine? Or somewhere, Pakistan or somewhere, and she's, on 1,000 votes, she got in. I might be all right. I might be able to. You never know. Laura Loomis said, why is the Biden campaign abruptly cancelling events today all across the country? Because, as I reported, Joe Biden experienced a medical emergency on Air Force One. Apparently, 21 hours ago, today, that was yesterday. They know it's true too. They're now racing to cover it up. She's been fact-checked. They even cancelled Biden's scheduled events for this Sunday in Philadelphia. The American people deserve answers about today's medical emergency. Leading reports said breaking Biden campaign just cancelled a fundraiser scheduled for this month in Wisconsin. Allegedly, several other events across the country may be cancelled as well. They got the fact checkers all over it. Biden cancelled his speech at the NEA in Philadelphia because the NEA staff was on strike and he didn't want to cross a picket line. Okay, if you say so. I don't believe so, but if you say so. YouTube, just for YouTube. Okay, what's this one? Okay, I'll have to do that one on Rumble. I can't do it here. There is a cure for insomnia, by the way. Okay, Sid Osgirl said, I'm sorry to say this, but I think only Australian-born citizens, here you go, should be allowed to run for Parliament. This is a perfect example why their full allegiance needs to be their birth country. To their birth country. And this is the lady who got in with just over 1,000 votes. Okay, so Alex James said Australian soldiers died fighting the Taliban. Now we have a dual citizen senator who hasn't reneged her loyalty to Taliban-controlled Afghanistan. Fatima Payman needs to resign. Now, I kind of agree with, I do really agree with only Australian-born citizens should be allowed to run for Parliament. What about local councils? Can I run for one of them? Can I work there? Can I have a voice? I don't know. I need to become an Australian citizen and see what I can do. It's a long time coming. I've been here only for like 45 years. No, 46, 47 years. I've been here and have not gotten my citizenship. That's bad on my part. Ian Miles Chong believes that Britain is unbelievably cooked. It was already on a slow trajectory towards doom, and there is a belief that accelerating it to the point of no return is going to cause some sort of seismic shift in attitudes. It's wishful thinking. There's no going back. Most British people are apathetic and have already resigned. Leave while you can. Quick, get out, run! Joey Manarino said it's totally over. There is no hope because of this guy. Starmer is a WF loyalist, not UK first. The Iron Lady was correct. The problem with socialism is that you eventually run out of other people's money. Margaret Thatcher, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hey? There you go. Matthew Kamanzuli said, in the words of the great Jimmy Barnes, I tell you, he's a working class man. Oh, yeah, he is. Senator Payman said Senator Payman just threw a bomb at the Labor Party and they're vulnerable. I think she exposes a lot more than she knows, and that is that this lady here, okay? I'm not even sure it's her intention to show this, but she invariably has. It's possible that she runs the risk of starting here in Australia the very thing that her family ran away from. And that's why you don't bring it with you when you come here. I grew up in Western Sydney, here, the grandchild of migrants, here, surrounded by people of many origins, here, from Australians everywhere. We did, however, all have two things in common. We were proudly Australian and mostly working class. There was a sense of belonging and hope. There was opportunity, that we might enjoy a better life than what our parents and grandparents had. After all, that's why everyone was here. It was a shared vision across this great nation. Everyone was welcome if they worked when they got here. You got a job and you got along. There was no talk of multiculturalism or religious enclaves, all groups. In fact, people, if they had faith, quietly practiced. There was much we felt in common in places like Western Sydney with the people of regional and country Australia. A sense of struggle for better, a common understanding that you worked and hoped for the best. We were encouraged to be part of the great Australian dream, to work hard, buy a home and start a family, which is all we ever bloody wanted. We had simple dreams, To me, it's places like Western Sydney, Southwestern Sydney, Northwestern Melbourne, outer Brisbane, regional and country Australia where quiet Australians reside. Those that voted no on The Voice, that just wanted to get along, almost to go back to the way things were. I suspect the vast majority of people that Senator Payman suggests she's there to support would identify with that dream. I suspect the overwhelming majority are simply working-class Australians here for a better life. Labor is not talking to them. The Greens are certainly not talking to them. The Liberal Party is flatly ignoring them. Nobody else seems to care. However, many new migrants that have come to Australia in the last decade or so came for hope, came for an opportunity that just simply isn't there anymore. That's right, that right there is the problem, opportunity. The quiet Australians know, quietly, deep in their heart, that nobody's listening to them. Nobody at all seems to understand, much less care. The establishment, the elites, those running the major parties and minor parties are more interested in polling numbers than who those numbers actually represent. I'm not afraid of what Senator Payman is trying to achieve. I don't think Australia has room or time for any form of religious zealotry or sectarianism. But the way in which she has exposed Labor's inability to listen to the working class, that's priceless. We've seen around the world, particularly the UK and the US, migrant groups and the working class getting behind the organisations that want to bring radical change. But I think what they're searching for is more than anything else is a change back to common sense, to renew the promise of Australia and to deliver on it. This presents the right of centre minor parties, and most certainly the Liberal Party, the opportunity to take a good hard look at the various communities around the lesser talked parts of Australia and really listen. Offer them the product that they're looking for. A return to common sense, because at the end of the day there are a lot of young people out there right now that understand this verse. Well, he loves a little woman. Someday he'll make his wife. Saving all the overtime for the one love of his life. Whoa, he's a working class man. Anyway, that was an Australian song. And they just want to buy a house and get on with it. Caution, men at work. That reminds me of another song. I come from a land down under. We used to be so proud to be Australian. I don't know what happened. Anywho, Ian Yeager said breaking, Gavin Newsom endorses Donald Trump for president as he slips up and calls Donald Trump a man of decency, honour and integrity at a Biden-Harris campaign event in Pennsylvania. He actually did. Are you ready? Do you want to hear it?
The reality we've experienced with this great American comeback. The man of integrity, honour, decency, and Donald Trump with Joe Biden. Man of decency. The reality we've experienced with this great.
Okay, I hope you heard that. I had to turn the volume all the way up on that one. He corrected himself and looked like he was going to die for a minute there of what he said. Okay, Gunther Eagleman said no matter what is being reported, Joe Biden is a walking medical emergency and a documented... Anyway, I might talk about that one over there. I don't even know if I'm going to do a live on Rumble today. I'm trying to do it all here. So, yeah, Mr. Pedo. George said Trump had a bigger rally held in support of him in Nigeria than Joe Biden has ever gotten in so-called blue states that he won. You ready for this? Check it out. In Nigeria. Look at that. Donald Trump has a bigger following in Nigeria than Joe Biden has at home. How's that? Oh dear. And this Benny Johnson leaked video, I had this in here from the other day and I just forgot to play it, guys. Trump on Biden, he's quitting the race. I got him out. He's an old broken down pile of crap. Now we have Kamala. She's so fucking bad. Oh, God help US when she gets in, I'm telling you.
What did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh, amazing.
He kicked that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. He just quit, you know. He's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so fucking bad. So,
I just can't imagine.
but can you imagine that guy with dealing with Putin the president of China, who's a fierce person. He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. And they see him, they probably, he can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Good.
Okay?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just keep knocking him out, huh? What did I do with the debate the other night?
There you go. Knocked him out. Not literally, just metaphorically. Maybe literally, I don't know. Kim.com said Biden says he remains president and stays in the race despite of his deteriorating vegetable brain. The latest poll numbers indicate a landslide victory for Trump. The only way the Democrats can win with such a joke of a candidate is by cheating. Prepare for civil war or worse. I don't think it'll get to that. But you've got a potato in chief right now. It's pretty sad. Don't worry, ours isn't any better, and neither is Canada or the UK. Oh, God help us all. This one I'm going to play on Rumble because this was Tucker Carlson in Australia, okay? Joey Manorino said Joe Biden's just vowed to stay in the race till the end. This is music to my ears. There's no way this demented man beats Donald Trump. Let's see, will they Clinton side him? Will that bring out the Clinton siding happening? Oh dear. That might be interesting. Anyway, Laura Loomis said Joe Biden is reportedly having a medical emergency on Air Force One right now. Press access has been removed and they fact-checked her. The White House press pool reports that President Biden walked off the plane in Wilmington, spoke to the greeter, got into his motorcade and drove to his home in Delaware. Some people think that the footage that they are showing of him getting off the plane in Wilmington is from years ago. So I don't know, right? I really don't know. Poole did not see the president when the motorcade arrived outside Joe Biden's home, so where is he? And why were reporters who were set to travel with Biden on Air Force One today told they couldn't do so abruptly? And she's really, digging down with he had a medical emergency while flying, and reporters didn't want reporters to witness it. Okay, they fact-checked her again. Where's Hillary? Where's Obama? Elder abuse. Okay, let's see. Who knows? We'll keep an eye out. Cat Turd said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. JFK. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Ronald Reagan. Okay, let me see if I can do this one. Moo woo boo hoo, der prani, fluff fluff, sloop, fruity vam, bacon. Joe Biden. Did I do well? Holy guacamole. Yeah, that's about right. About a Kafka and shove it under the pressure and all that stuff. Yeah, that's Biden for you. Okay, which one is it today? They've got more photos of different ones. Shadow of Ezra said, which Joe Biden's being rumoured to have a medical emergency on Air Force One? Which one? Which one do you think? Okay, we had all the faces. We had 6 faces yesterday of different Bidens. Now we got more. These are even more different ones. Yeah, that's not the same man. At all. Not at all. We really are watching a movie, aren't we? Okay, then we've got this one that I'll play over on Rumble. It is, Colin Rugg says, new George Stephanopoulos shuts down President Biden after he references his crowd size to prove his campaign is not in the dumps. You know it's bad when Stephanopoulos is calling you out. What's your plan to turn the campaign around? Biden said, how many people can draw crowds like I drew today? Well, we just seen one in Nigeria for Trump that's bigger than what yours was, mate. George said, I don't know if you want to play the crowd game with Trump. No, I don't think so. And we got another interview here. ABC interview was supposed to shut down talk of Biden's decline. He immediately says he doesn't remember if he watched the debate. So he doesn't remember. Yeah, it was only a day or two ago, wasn't it? Like it was a couple of days ago. You should remember if you watched it. Does he remember that he was in it? Like, does he remember that much? He might not have watched it. Does he remember that he was actually in the debate? That's what I want to know. I'll go over that one on Rumble. N Wokeness said Huffington Post said the Biden campaign should deceive the American public into thinking Biden is healthy by using AI. Yes, they actually published this apparently. It's time for the Biden campaign to embrace AI. Joe Biden is old and has had a lifelong stutter. No, he hasn't. That's been known to be wrong. He has not. There is plenty of footage out there of him talking when he was younger. He did not stutter. He acknowledged in a fiery rally following his debate performance, might not walk as easily or talk as smoothly as I used to. This has impeded his ability to communicate with mass audiences with consistent success. AI augmentations and video renderings could serve to smooth out these bumps while allowing the Biden campaign to effectively disseminate true information about the state of our democracy and the Biden administration's accomplishments. Yeah, turn that around the other way. So disseminate fake information about the state of it's a republic actually, and the Biden administration's failures. The president has limited time to campaign as he also focuses on running the country, and AI would be a cost-effective and efficient way to communicate his message personally and directly to voters. So in other words, they're going to try and use I think they're already doing that. I think half of these people on our screens are AI. I don't know. It just seems to me that way. They can't be real. They can't be that stupid. Amused said Vindman. Many people forget that Colonel Alexandra Vindman was listening. Can I read this one? Oh, I don't know. I might read that one over on Rumble just in case. Libs of TikTok said he did not get checked out by a doctor. No, he was not checked by the doctor KGP. Biden a few hours later. I had a medical checkup after the debate. Now they're just lying straight to your faces. Apparently he didn't go to the doctor.
How is the president's health today? Does he still have his cold or is he feeling better? And then to clarify on the medical exam, because you said he hasn't had one since his last physical. He was on the way to the debate. The doctor was with him. He had a cold. He's 81. Does he not get checked out by the doctor? I'm just curious.
Well, I can
how
tell
that
you
works.
he did not get checked out by the doctor. It's a cold, guys. It's a cold. And I know that it affects everybody differently. We have all had colds. And so, no, he was not checked by the doctor. What was your other question?
How is his health today? Does he still have the
Well,
cold?
I saw him today. My team and I saw him today. He looked great. And he was with the vice president. They both look great. I know I was asked yesterday if he still had a cold. I think if he still has a lingering cold.
Why didn't they react that way when happened 4 years ago? It's just a cold. It really is just a cold.
But he is ready to go.
But no, they had to make that cold see a big deal.
How is
This
the
one's not.
president's health?
This
How
one's.
is the president's health
Hey,
today?
get out of there. Oh no, we've gone back to the beginning. Okay, bear with me, guys. Look away if you get motion sickness. Where was I up to? Oh dear God. Okay, I think I've got all the interviews on Biden here. There's a few of them. Yep, the one he said he didn't remember watching the debate. Yep, the AI thing. That one. Right, that one. That was where we were up to. And apparently Biden told governors he had a medical checkup after the debate and is in good health, apparently. Yeah. So they say. Good health? I don't know about that. He needs a blankie and a wheel. Look. Oh, I feel really sorry for this poor young girl. Right? Even though she loves Biden, I still feel sorry for her, right? He totally ignored her. And got photos with everyone else. Look at the poor girl's face. He just totally went straight past her. Tell me who the racists are again. Hang on, let me just watch. He's with this lady over here, right? Yep, taking photos with her, no problem. Goes to this man. Says hello, but goes straight past her. Yeah, no photo for you. I don't even know if he said hello to her, the poor girl. I don't know why. I just feel sorry. Look at the look on her face, mate. I feel sorry for her. Anyway, I think she even tries to enter the conversation. Gets pushed out of the way a bit. Yep, she's trying to enter the conversation. And they just ignore her completely. I feel like I want to give her a hug now. That is so sad. Even the Asian guys had to walk around to try, and he's trying to get his attention too, by the look of it. Yeah, tell me who. Oh my God. I felt sorry for that young girl. Okay, the Bad Kitty Unleashed said this video is being used to claim that Biden had no medical emergency. I was ready to believe this, but Biden hasn't used long stairs in well over a year, maybe even 2. Okay, so there you go. Are they using old footage? Because they have a habit of doing that sometimes. He does look more aware here. And actually talking to them. Yeah, I reckon that was a couple of years ago, mate. Okay. Oh, Joe Biden's big moment to finally announcing he's staying in the race. He'll beat Donald Trump and he'll beat him again in 2020. Yep, that was 4 years ago. I don't know if he knows that. Does he know what year it is? Maybe? I don't know. Potato and Chief. Oh, my God. And Wokeness said, look at Secretary of State. Oh, I'll play this on Rumble. Okay, his face completely changes when he's talking about Xi Jinping. The best line in this one was, I'm going to play all these on Rumble, all the video. Biden admits he pushed to expand NATO. This is specifically why Putin has started the war. Biden forgot he wasn't supposed to say that part, apparently. So there we go. Yes. Okay, so let's go to the comments and just read your comments before we go over to Rumble and have a chat over there. Okay, we had MRE was here. Good to see you, MRE. God bless you. Kai was here. Wheezy was here. Wheezy said, drinking a brew and listening to my lovely friend. Oh, God love you. Hey, Liz, how you going? And him and MRE were talking, God bless, and you and Chancer, and Weezy said, hope you've been good, bro, and MRE said, yeah, I've been okay. 903 subs I'll share, and maybe you pick up a few. Thank you, MRE, I appreciate that, honestly. I'm not doing too well here on YouTube land, but that's okay. I've been here, and I'm just still kicking. I just keep coming back. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. They hit me, and I'll just pop up somewhere else. And Paul, how you going there? Paul said, MRE, hey, brother. Paul said, you tell me, Hev. Yeah, about the what's going on in the UK. I know. I don't know. I feel sorry for you guys. God help yous. Weezy said, I'm off YouTube mostly these days. Miss Hev had 40k subs at one point. Yes, I did. Thank you, Weezy. I did have 40,000 subs at one point, and I don't know where they went. No, I got deleted. That's what happened. Then I had another channel that had 3,000 and something, and then that got deleted. So now, third time lucky? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. This was a sneaky one today, by the way, guys. Kai said, I've been out a bit, but I remember her first show. Oh, there you go. Damn it, Mandy, how you going? Good to be here. Good to see ya. Kai said, got lucky scrolling that day, Hev. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you did. Paul said, I used to be home rule for... but they're all as bad as each other. Yeah, I know. But honestly, if you find a party that, like, not the two major ones, if you can find a smaller party, and don't go with the Liberal Democrats, because just look at America and the Liberal Democrats over there, and you don't want that. I don't know. I'd go reform. Seriously, I've been watching this for years, and I know what they've said about Nigel Farage or whatever, but I've been watching him for years in the UK because I thought he was one of your only, like our Pauline Hanson. He's one of the only ones that I reckon could help your country. But that's just me. I mean, I could be wrong, but Kai said, damn it, Mandy. And damn it, Mandy said, Kai, good to see ya. And Paul said, damn it, Mandy, my good friend, so nice to see ya. Kai said, please check your button and fill it in, please, the like button. And damn it, Mandy said, Paul, always good to see you, my good friend. Hope all is well. Paul said, damn it, Mandy, all good, COVID-free as of yesterday. Hope things went well. Hope things well way you and yours. Damn it, Mandy said, coffee shops are ridiculously expensive. They are. Hey, Charles, how you going? Paul said, coffee shops here gives dogs free puppuccinos. Pity I don't drink coffee. Oh. Yeah, we've got coffee shops up here that have dog bowls with water in it out the front, outside where you can sit if you have an animal. So, damn it, Mandy said, Paul, I'm so happy to hear that. Do you all have emergency C in the stores over there? Drink all the zinc you can, yep. Damn it, Mandy said, Paul, pizza takes Leon and he gets a pup cup full of whipped cream. He loves it. Oh, yum. Paul said, damn it, Mandy, I'll look into it. Thank you, my friend. And Paul said, who we on? I don't care about his lies or begging, but can't get past the dog abuse. What dog abuse? Oh, no. Damn it, Mandy said, Paul, I think I'm the only one that hasn't seen it. I saw Leon in his lap the other day giving him kisses. Damn it, Mandy said, what happened on the steps of the Opera House in October? Yeah, that was the Palestine protest. That they all get out of hand in the end and they start fighting. Paul said, damn it, Mandy, I actually heard him say about killing Banjo and sent him punch and kick Leon. Oh, no. Who's kicking a dog? Paul said the Western world has gone so far to the left it's going to roll away. It's going to fall off a cliff. It's gone that far to the left. We're all going to fall off a cliff. God help us all. Sherry, how you going? Deb, how you going? Damn it, Mandy said, Paul, I remember Banjo is doing so good where he's at, but I had no idea, damn. And Paul said, Deb, hi there. And Deb saying hello. Paul said, damn it, Mandy, glad to hear Banjo as well. Yeah, oh, definitely. I hope no one's hurting a dog. I feel like kicking him. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but I do. Don't hurt animals. Unless they're coming at you to attack you, like a bear or a freaking lion or something like that, then go for it. You can shoot them if you've got a gun. Jenny got a gun. I wish I had one. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm sitting here amusing myself at the moment. And Deb said, hey Liz. And Deb said, singing along. Paul said, be right back. Deb said, got ya. Yes, I turned up volume. Old school Pete, how you going? Could be Nigeria, could be London. Hard to tell these days. Could be Melbourne. It is hard, old school Pete. Deb said, even if very quiet today. Deb said, I have 2 fact checks on my Facebook account. Look, they're fact checking everything. I want them to fact check themselves, mate. Where's the fact checkers for the fact checkers? Who's keeping them accountable? Damn it, Mandy's laughing. Old school Pete said, honestly, wouldn't surprise me if they dangled Biden by strings. Guy's going to go down in history as the biggest puppet leader since the time they tied a dead guy to a horse in medieval Spain. Sorry, I'm laughing that much. My nose is running now. Okay. Paul said, hi, George. Old school Pete said, El Corpso. Sherry said, Bribin thinks he's a black woman, for goodness sake. He does. He doesn't know what he is. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know how he got there. He doesn't know what year it is. He says he's going to beat Trump again in 2020. Apparently, he doesn't even realise that was 4 years ago. Where's he been for 4 years? Exactly. Look at him. He's like a Thunderbird puppet. Oh dear. Awaken One said, Hev, where is your donation link today? I got a birthday gift for you. Oh, God love ya. Hang on, let me see if I can find... Oh, shivers. Can I find my own stream? Where am I? I'll open another one. Hang on. I'll see if I can find it. Let's just go in here for a minute and pause it. No, I don't want to hear myself again. Where is the description? Okay, there is... Oh, hang on. Hang on. No, I've got a better one. I know where it is. Here we go over here. I'm going to my... there we go. I've got it. Copy that. And paste. God love ya. The Streamlabs one is the best one. It'll go straight to me. The Stripe one takes a few days. It's up to you which one you want to do. So there you go. Okay. Let me just put it back on here. We'll look at Joe Biden while I'm talking because he's an idiot. Okay. Oh, God love you, Awakened One. Paul said Biden campaign was sponsored by Huggies Nappies. Old School Pete said Biden was checked by a mortician. Look, I really think that, oh, what's it called? Oh, Jesus, I've forgotten it. It just came in and flew right back out of my head. You know when you got, it sets in. What is it? It's, oh my God. Yeah, rigor mortis, that's it. I think rigor mortis is setting in. Okay, sorry. Brain fart there for about 2 minutes. Rigor mortis is nearly setting in on this guy, man. Like, seriously, they need to get him out. Old School Pete said, oh, yep, was checked by a mortician. Deb said, Alex and Menacing usually put them up. Yeah, they do. What I can do as well is, can I pin it? I probably can. Pin that message. Oh, yes, I'm able to, because the last time I tried to do that, they wouldn't let me pin my own message. So I had to get Alex to start doing it. It's now pinned at the top of the comments section there. Okay. Awakened One said, okay. Donald said, who dis? New phone. Who's what? Who am I? My name's Hev. How you going, Donald? Good to see you anyway. Sherry said that woman couldn't tell the truth if her life depended on it. Damn it, Mandy said that woman shouldn't be a speaker for anyone. She's a total moron. Well, I agree. She's just lying. They just lie. Constantly lie. Okay. Old School Pete said, ready to go, Brandon. And Deb said, hey, Donald. Paul said, that look says a lot. Deb said, well, that look on her face, so sad. Deb said he doesn't salute the military. Yeah, I felt sorry for that girl that he just passed by. And she was, you know, all excited and everything, and then Biden just walks past her, and it's like her face drops, and it's like, you poor girl. Deb said he doesn't salute the military. And Deb said he looks like Hitler when he yells at everyone. Yeah, I know. Paul said, gotta go, take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yo, you too, Paul. Old School Pete said if you look over the shoulder of the coloured girl, androgynes there. Oh. Old School Pete said no wonder Biden freaked out. Deb said hopefully Hev can put the donation links up. Yep, I've done that. Geoloft, how you going? Good to see ya. Deb said, yes, Paul, spot on. Deb said, yes, I need to pay a late fee. No, you don't, Deb. You did the other last week, I think. Anyway, yeah. And I got mixed up. I thought it was Alaskan Raven. God love her. And God love you too, Deb. Well, with that, I think I'm going to go for a 15-20 minute break and end up over on Rumble with a few videos to play of Joe Biden, Tucker Carlson, and see what other mischief we can get up to. Deb answered Donald and saying, heaven her Hevites, Donald. Oh, God love you, awakened one. Happy birthday from Florida. Oh, God love you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to try and come back on maybe tomorrow as well, and maybe do a video on Tuesday and come back Wednesday on my birthday as well. So we'll see how we go. But thank you so much, Awakened One. I so appreciate that, you guys. And I hope you can join me over on Rumble. Hang on. Can I give you the Rumble link now? Hang on, just so that people who don't have the Rumble link, hopefully you guys can join us over on Rumble as well. So let me just go over to here and shove that in the chat too. Paste. So anyone who wants to join us over on Rumble can do so. What have we got here? We've got Old School Pete said, later guys, might watch but can't comment on Rumble. Much love. You too, Old School Pete. Deb said, bless you, Awakened One. And Deb said, happy birthday for Wednesday. God love you guys. Okay, I'm out of here and I'll be over on Rumble in about 10, 20 minutes, something over like that. Okay, guys, much love. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.